YouTube channel. And first of all, thank you so much guys for the messages that I received from my previous vlogs, that they find it very inspiring and added knowledge, kumbaga. So thank you so much. So before we jump in today's topic, I'll be answering for some questions that I received on my Instagram stories. So let's do this. Okay, so first question is coming from Angelica, and she asked, why do I love to handle a candidate? Well, first of all, because it makes me happy. It makes me happy being able to help someone unleash their potentials. And with that, it gives me a sense of fulfillment every time I achieve that. So, yun. So, second question is coming from pgoddess_, and she asked, what characteristics should a girl embody in joining a pageant? Well, for me, not just in pageants, but in life itself. I think that should have discipline, positive mindset, and humility. Discipline, yung simpleng pagsunod lang sa call time and not being late, shows how you respect and value others' time. Yun. And then, positive mindset naman, well, yes, sometimes people tend to dwell too much on negativity, that they compare themselves to others and overthink things, kumbaga. Pero kasi, yes, it's difficult to be positive all the time, pero kaya nga tayo laging may plan B and plan C, di ba? We should always look for the brighter side or the positive side of everything that is happening to us. And lastly, humility. Humility plays an important role in a person's life. We should learn how to look back to people who help us to get to where we are right now. Kumbaga, we should always be thankful to the people who helped us on our journey, because we couldn't be where we are right now all by ourselves, di ba? Meron tumulong sa atin to get to where we are. So, yun. Question number 3 is from Chloe Ann 8, my chummy daughter. So she asked, what do I like most about pageantry? Well, it's the friendship that I build with people, especially those whom I have handled in the pageant. And I'm happy to tell you guys that I am friends with them, most of them, up until now. And not only the candidates that I've handled, but also with their families. Alam niyo ng mga taong hinandle ko in pageants that I'm very strict when it comes to during the competition. Pero after the competition, nandun na yung friendship. I get to talk to them, anything under the sun. We hang out and we usually do some random photo shoots. So yun. It's the friendship that I established with them goes beyond the pageant. So yun. Mamait naman ako di lang halata talaga. Question number 4 is coming from Ara Hanesh, and she asked, bakit single ka pa? Hinihintay mo ba siya? Nakakaloka, Ara. Kasalanan na ba maging single ngayon, ha? Grabe. Well, single ako because if I will be in a relationship, I want it to be with someone who is mature, someone whom I can have an intellectual conversation with, and someone who will understand and handle my personality. So yun. And hinihintay. The only thing na hinihintay ko right now is for the old normal to be back. You know, for people to live their lives without any fear of getting infected by the virus. Hindi yung wala akong hinihintay na siya kung sino man siya. So, yun. And lastly, coming from Raymond_Passes. So, it's not a question, it's just a suggestion that I should do a pageant reaction on Philippine pageantry and overseas the pageantry. Well, you know what, to be honest, when I decided to put up a YouTube channel and start vlogging, naglatag na ako ng certain episodes that I will be doing, and I actually have 6 to 7 episodes in mind already. So this right now is my third, and darating tayo doon sa pageantry action. Because right now, wala pa namang pageant na nagaganap. I think Miss Universe Philippines will happen on October, including Miss Thailand Universe, and then Miss USA on November naman. So, feeling ko tapos na yung 6 to 7 episodes na meron ako. And that would be the perfect timing for me to do a pageantry action on those pageants. So, yun. And speaking of overseas, yun ang magiging topic natin for today's vlog. It's all about handling foreigners in university pageants. O, diba? Ganda ng pasok, ganda ng segue. So, let's do this! So, yun na nga guys, handling foreigners in a university pageant. I've mentioned in my previous vlog that I've handled 2 girls. Nagkamali ako. Aside from them, meron pa palang isa, 1 boy naman, na na-handle ko rin for a university pageant. So, these are, you know, life experiences na napakaganda because nagkaroon kami ng acculturation wherein there was exchanges of ideas, culture among us. So I've learned from their culture and they learned more about the Philippine culture while studying here and joining in a university pageant. So yun. Ang mga na-handle ko was Johnson, he's from Indonesia. And then Millicent is from Ghana. And then Sharon Day naman is from South Korea. So yun. I'll be discussing them one by one. What are my experiences with them? So do this, let's start with it. Back. So back in 2008, I was given the opportunity to handle the representatives of our college in the university pageant. So for the girls, there was a mini pageant and ang nanalo doon was Ina Reyes. So I trained her for the university pageant. And then sa lalaki naman, it was handpicked. So it was Johnson, Nicholas from Indonesia. So yun. Ang nangyari during that time naman, it was quite fun because Johnson, napakakalog niyang tao. He's friends with everybody in the college. So, yun, it's fun to be with. And I remember during our practices, binigyan niya ako ng parang pansit canton ng Indonesia na sinabi niya sa akin since alam niyang I'm not used to eating spicy. Sabi niya, may tanggalin lang ako na Persian doon para it's not going to be that spicy. So yun, I get to taste of what pancit canton in Indonesia tastes like. So happy naman yung naging experience namin. And because of him being friendly, siya yung naging Mr. Congeniality that year. And that he ended up as well as one of the runners-up during the pageant. And ganun din yung sa girl, si Ayla. She was Miss Photogenic and was also one of the runners-up during the pageant. Sad to say, nagkalkal ako ng files ko sa social media, nag-backtrack ako ng year 2008. Wala akong photo ni isa man lang sa pageant or sa nangyari dun sa event na yon, sa journey namin. So, yun. So in 2009 naman, I was one of the organizers of the college pageant that we have. I was working with Milan Feliciano, a good friend of mine during that time. So, ang nangyari naman dun sa college, sa 2009 na yon, Millicent was initially the first runner-up of the Miss College of Liberal Arts. So, nakakatuwa lang na yung college pageant namin, parang siyang Miss Universe because the third runner-up was Stella from South Korea. The second runner-up was Pak Bongkut from Thailand. First runner-up is Millicent from Ghana. And the winner was Mildred from the Philippines. O diba, palaban talaga ang Pilipinas. So, ang nangyari naman noon, when Mildred was sent to the university pageant, sad to say, meron certain height requirement na kailangan and she was short ng half an inch to pass as a candidate. So, ang nangyari, as the saying goes, if the winner cannot be able to fulfill her duties, the first runner-up will take over. So yun na nga, naging si Millicent from Ghana ang representative ng College of Liberal Arts for the Miss University pageant. So wala nang question sa height kasi she's like 5'8", I think. So she's way beyond the requirement. So yun ang nangyari with Millicent. And nakaka-proud lang that we were able to make history in the university, being able to send someone or have join the university pageant for the first time na woman of color, kumbaga. So, yon. And nakakatuwa lang yung experience with Millicent. It's because during the closed door press presentation, na sinabi namin sa kanya noon na whenever they ask you questions, talk about what you want to bring from the Philippines when you go back to Ghana and what reminds you of Ghana here in the Philippines. Something like that. So during the press presentation, she was asked what is her favorite Filipino food, and she answered, "Oh, I love pancit. In fact, I'm trying to learn how to cook pancit so that when I go back to Ghana, I'll be able to cook pancit to my family and for them to have a taste of Philippine food," sabi niya. So because of that, she was able to get the Darling of the Press Award. And then during the pageant naman, one of the questions thrown to her was, what was her favorite color? So yun. And she answered, her favorite color is brown. Because back when she was a kid in Ghana, when her father goes back home from work, lagi siyang may dalang pasalubong sa kanya na color brown. So now that she's here in the Philippines in 2009 studying, sabi niya na parang whenever she sees something brown here in the Philippines, she's reminded of her father in Ghana. So medyo nalilesen yung pagka-homesick niya, and at the same time, mas nag-strive pa siya to study harder in order for her to have a degree and go back to her country. So yun. So Millicent ended up as one of the runners-up in the university pageant. So for us, even though she did not win the title, napaka-saya na namin at that time because everybody in the college had given their support to our representative. Because I remember the president of the political science at the time provided her costume for the talent competition, and we did an Igorot dance for the talent competition. And the English department naman helped with the script, the opening skills that she will be saying before she dances the Igorot dance. So it was a collective effort of the college, and it was a win for all of us. So yon. And lastly, 2015 naman tayo with Sharon Bae from Korea. So, ang nangyari naman kay Sharon during that time, sakto, kakabalik ko lang ulit sa Baguio from Manila. Kasi I used to work in Manila, and then nag-resign ako and moved back to Baguio in 2015. So, one of her teachers at the time was a good friend of mine, Apple Ruiz. So, siya, Madam. So, Apple asked me to help her out sa college pageant pa lang nila noon, under the School of Human Sciences at the time. So, tumulong ako, and natatawa pa ako kasi yung first encounter namin ni Sharon, sinabi ko sa kanya, "Can you turn around for me?" And then, umikot siya. All along, akala ko gagawin siya ng half-turn. You know, the basic turn sa pageant. Ang ginawa niya, umikot talaga siya ng gano'n. Naloka ako. Tawa kami ng tao sa faculty office. So, yun, eventually, she was able to win the School of Human Sciences na title. So, she got to represent it sa university pageant. So, with Sharon at that time, I didn't have a hard time at all. Kasi, bukod sa magaling siya mag-English, she also knows how to speak Tagalog talaga. As in, parang Pinoy yung kausap ko pag nagko-converse kami sa Tagalog. So, ganun siya kagaling. And then, ganun din siya ka-charming. So, during the pageant, she won numerous awards like Miss Competent, Miss Avon, and Best in Sportswear. Yun. And then she ended up as the first runner-up during that time. Ang nanalo doon was Annie Yuson. She was a former Lingas na Pangasinan, and then she competed in Miss Millennial in Itbulaga a few years back. So, ang ganda lang nung naging experience with Sharon kasi she's a nice girl. She's fun to be with. walang kaarte-arte sa katawan. And ang nice lang nung working relationship namin with Sharon, Apple at that time. So, it was one of the most, wonderful experiences that I had. Especially, it was my first time to handle someone sa intramurals ng St. Louis University in Baguio. So, yun ang naging experiences ko with foreigners in the university pageant. So, next episode naman tayo, next vlog naman, time out muna tayo sa pageant world. Kasi, if you happen to follow me on my social media accounts, on Facebook or on Instagram, makikita niyo doon na for the past weeks, I've been doing a photo shoot with Alea, Yui, Yesha, Chloe, and Carlo. So, next week, papasilip ko sa inyo yung behind the scenes ng gagawin namin photo shoot. So, exciting! And disclaimer lang ha, amateur po kami. We're not professional when it comes to, doing a photo shoot. So, see you guys soon!